Hi guys, my name's Colin and this is Colin Talks Crypto. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what I'm going to call the crystal ball aspect of the Bitcoin halving event and how I feel like it's the ability to see the future in regards to the Bitcoin price. Thanks for joining me. So the way I look at Bitcoin halving is it's a sort of crystal ball, if you will. And let me explain why. So in any other asset class, we do not have the advantage of knowing whether the price is going to go up or go down. If you invest in Tesla, if you invest in Apple, if you invest in Microsoft, you are investing in a company and you base that on your knowledge. And your knowledge comes from people you know, news, and maybe inside sources, but you're basing it on those knowledge points around you. And it's a bit of a gamble. You make the best educated decisions that you can. Now, Bitcoin and these other cryptocurrencies offer an advantage, and I'm going to call it a crystal ball advantage. And I want to do a thought experiment with you here to show why. So let's pretend that you bought some Bitcoin or you bought some cryptocurrency, and you knew without a shadow of a doubt, you have a guarantee, you have this magical innate ability, you have some omniscience that you know that every 4 years, the number of people and money coming into the ecosystem is going to double that of what it is today. You know this for a fact. What would that knowledge do to your trading ability? What would that knowledge do for your ability to be confident in the market? Well, I'll tell you my opinion of what that would do for me. That would make it a no-brainer. Obviously, if I know that twice as much money and capital is coming into the ecosystem in 4 years, why would I not invest in that asset, right? Of course, that asset is going to go up in value. And that is the exact same thing that we have today with Bitcoin. We don't know for sure that the amount of money is going to double into the ecosystem, but we do know for sure that the issuance rate is going to get cut in half every 4 years. And that is basically the exact counterpart to the number of people coming in doubling. The issuance rate cuts in half. So if you have any understanding of what Bitcoin offers, then it's a no-brainer in my book, because is Bitcoin going to go away at this point after 10 years? Is it just going to fizzle out and die away? Or are the chances that it's going to continue getting adopted however much? Let's not even get into how much further it's going to get adopted. Are the chances that it's going to get adopted further greater than it fizzling to zero? I would say astronomically so. I would give that a 90% chance that it's going to go. I'd give it a 98% chance that it's going to go increasing in adoption however much over the coming years. So with that foundation, all we need to know is that if the supply issuance gets cut in half every 4 years, we have a guaranteed increase in price, basically. And it's really as simple as that. It's a supply and demand calculation and built right into the protocol of Bitcoin, which is transparent for everyone to see. This is not some secret, right? This is known. This is open knowledge. This is something that anyone can avail themselves of. Everyone in the world has the ability to learn that Bitcoin halves its issuance rate every 4 years. And yet we have people who day trade and trade week to week and may lose money. And yet they're missing, in my opinion, the bigger picture because of this factor, this halving factor. It's a secret factor that is in the open. It's the secret factor that is not a secret at all. It's the secret that's right in front of our faces. It's the issuance rate. Apple stock does not have that. Tesla stock does not have that. Housing markets do not have that. But Bitcoin has built into its mathematical protocol the halving of the issuance rate. And that to me is like having a crystal ball into the future of the valuation of the price. I don't know exactly what price it'll get at. I've made predictions in my previous videos of what I think we will see and when. But one thing I know for sure, and I feel very confident for, is in my ability as a long-term holder to come out grossly on top, if only for the reason that I know that the halving occurs every 4 years. So to me, this is a very exciting factor. And I think that if more people understood this, they would really get what's happening here. This is not as risky as it may seem. And I think the longer term you look, whether it's 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, the more confident I am that we will come out on top. And this is why I don't spend a lot of time dealing with day-to-day prices. I don't look at the day-to-day price. I don't look at the weekly charts. I barely look at the monthly charts. I'm really interested in the year charts, the 1 year, the 2 year, the 5 year charts. That's what gives me a picture of the whole scene. And I think this is becoming more and more apparent the more cycles we see. And this is not financial advice. This is just the way I'm looking at things. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm not encouraging you to spend any money or invest in anything. This is purely how I look at the market and my own considerations on the subject. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. I think that the Bitcoin halving event is the equivalent of having a secret inside source, a crystal ball knowledge of how the price is going to move in the future. Because again, once you have a base understanding that this isn't going away and it's probably going to at least get bigger or stay the same, I think grossly bigger as far as adoption goes, then all you have to do is plug in the other part of the formula. Okay, the supply issuance rate drops every 4 years. Boom. One way the price can go, guys. Have a great day.